Good to come your way once again with Pasco Made Easy with Senana. We are looking at core mathematics and we are looking at how we can solve some past questions for WASI. If you are looking at number bases, this is the right video for you. Ensure that you follow this video, solve the questions along as I solve, so that you use it for practice for any form of examination and any form of studies you are doing on number basis. Now let's look at this question. So the question says that if 223 base x is equal to 87 base 10, find the value of x. So let's look at how we can solve this question. So in the question, we have been given a number in a base we do not know. So 223 base x is equal to 87 base 10. So we must apply the concept of converting a number base from any base to base 10 in order to make sure that this and this is in the same base. So in order to do that, we can take the 223 base the x, and then we'll number from the right hand side. So the 3 will be 0, the 2 will be numbered as 1, and then the 2 here will be numbered as 2. Right? So it means that we are going to have 2 multiplied by s, the x here, raised to the power 2. Right? Then we use the addition sign. The next one will be 2 multiplying s raised to the power 1. Then we use the addition sign. Then we'll have 3 multiplying s raised to the power 0. So all this is equal to 87, right? Because now, once we do this, we have converted it to base 10 numerals. So this gives us 2x squared plus 2x, right? So plus 3 multiplying x raised to the power 0 is 1 is equal to 87. So it means that we are getting something more like a quadratic equation. Now let's consider how we can be able to solve the quadratic equation after we have simplified. So in simplifying, it means that we are going to have 2x squared plus 2x plus 3 minus 87 is equal to 0. So with this, there's a very simple trick in being able to solve a quadratic equation without necessarily going through the process of actually using the factors, because sometimes you might be looking for the factors and you realize that you are not finding the factors, right? So once we simplify to the lowest form to have 2x squared plus 2x, 3 minus 87 gives us minus 84 to be equal to 0. You take your calculator, you go to mode, and then you go to 5, and then you look for the equation that is of the form ax squared plus bx plus c. So the coefficient of the s square is 2. So you put your 2 there, and then click on the equal to sign. And then the coefficient of the x is also 2. So you click on the 2, and then you click on the equal to sign. And the coefficient of the constant is negative 84. Right? And then we click on the equal to sign. So you realize that once that happens, you get the values of x. So one of the values of x, so before I write it, I'm leaving about 3 spaces. So x is equal to negative 7, and then x is equal to 6. So I call it the bottom up approach. So now I have the answers. I'm going to work from the bottom to the top, and that will help me to be able to get the factors. So if I want to write this in terms of factors, I'll move the negative 7 across the equal to sign to get x plus 7. If it's negative, it becomes positive, right? So that's one factor. And then if I want to get this as a factor, I'll move the 6 across the equal to sign to get x minus 6, right? And that is equal to 0. Then here, we expand. So we are going to have x, right, multiplying x minus 6. Then we will have plus 7 multiplying x minus 6. And this is equal to 0. So when we expand, x multiplying s should give us s squared. Then x multiplying 6 should give us minus 6x. And then 7 multiplying x will give us plus 7x. And then 7 multiplying negative 6 would give us negative 42. So this is equal to 0. So we've been able to work from the bottom to the top. And we are able to see that the factors that we put in the middle is negative 6 and then 7. So we've been able to work and have the values of x as negative 7 and then 6. Right, but with number bases, it doesn't end here. The number base cannot be a negative answer. So you have to conclude, right? Since, so we'll conclude that since x should be greater than 0, then, right, x is equal to 6. So x cannot be negative. So x is greater than 0, so x is equal to 6. So I've taught you one trick, at least when we are solving a quadratic equation. Don't just write the answers and leave the steps to getting the answers off. Ensure that you have put the steps every step of the way to be able to get all the marks. Remember to share this video, like this video, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you soon.